Uh, I'm really working on a top level. When EuroLeague began, I'm there. And now, look, money. Someone will steal you. You will crash your car. Someone will steal your. But that you have here, that's the real thing, and that's that you have to teach your players. The winnings. That's a big thing. That's here, and nobody steal you. Nobody. And after that, when she'll have a bad motivation, but existence think, and maybe if you will have a chance to play for $500,000, you will do the same. And it's not a bad motivation. And it's not a bad motivation. Yeah. And yeah, don't. I think that it's not the trouble. And I'm not angry on a player who is playing for $500,000. No, that's a super thing. That's a super thing. But when you are working with the kids, let's enjoy the work, let's competition, not games, competition on the practices, let's run who's faster, who's quicker, who's there. That's the motivation. And after that, we'll see. I have a team in EuroLeague that always, when I'm speaking with the players, I'm telling you, look, come here, I'll make you statistics, who played in my team, and where are she now? Nobody from my team went down. Just up. And that's the motivation. Who wants to play for my team? She will play. We played 3 Final Fours, now we are, I don't know, not in a 10. But that's the situation. And I don't need a bad motivated players. And we are paying the same money for these players, and that players just the things such. And other teams are saying, look, I'll pay you $500,000. Let's play for my team. And that's it. Look, the profession. That's really that I'm enjoying to see the kids how we are working, running, because there are really no bad motivation here, and only the professional players. My job is the only thing, because I'm working in a professional level, is existential things. But with this generation, with kids, the best coaches have to work with the kids. That will be the best way. And trust me, only the existential things are why I'm working in a professional basketball. Maybe that's a bad motivation, but that's it. My Italian friend, huh? Nothing to ask, huh? Okay. Okay. No, super.
Maybe I can add one more thing. Amazingly enough, my job right now, I don't deal too much with coaching of players, but I did coach professionally 3 lifetimes ago. And I also coached kids. In my real life, I was an educator. Like I said, many lives ago. Coaching kids of this age group is not the easiest thing in the world, because nowadays they have so many other interests that did not exist when, in the 1970s or 80s. Now with internet and all these things that is going on, there's so many other distractors, if I can call them that. One of the biggest motivators that I found with kids in particular, or people in general, is to appeal to their self-pride, and try to point out to them that they have to try to be the best that they can possibly be. Then they'll be a success. I would refrain, or I would stay away from talking to them about money right now, to say painting a future, because there are only a few players that make big money. NBA, probably the best paying organization in the world. Everybody talks about Shaquille O'Neal's $30 million a year contract, but there are also probably 150 to 200 players who make less than $1 million. and they get the minimum wage, which is $850,000. Now, that sounds like big money, but by NBA standards, that's not big money, okay? And as I mentioned to you before, there are many, many players, women players who make 10, 15, 20, 30,000 euros a year, and yet they are professionals at it. So if you paint a financial picture to them, it could be the wrong approach. I would appeal to their self-pride and to ask them, or to motivate them, to use your word, to be the best that they could possibly be. And if they achieve that they can be the best possible that they can be, then they're a success. And anything else that comes, whether they make money, sign big contracts, is the cherry on the cake, as we say. And one final thing, if I may, excuse me, I came here to observe and I'm talking. I can't believe this. But it's close to my heart because I come from that world as well. Make the game, make the practices fun. If a player makes a mistake or something, don't kill them. Don't yell at them. Correct them, but don't correct them constantly. You have to make them feel good about what they're doing. Even if it's not the best, you're going to have good players, you're going to have average players, you're going to have bad players. And maybe amongst your bad players, there's going to be one that's going to be good. Just Michael Jordan, we all know that name, did not make his high school team his first year. He was cut from the high school team his first year. And then we all know what he became, okay? So I'm not saying that there are many Michael Jordans out there, but there could be. So make the practices fun. Be hard on them if you want to, but at this age group in particular, I was watching them tonight, and they're very self-conscious. They're looking at themselves in the mirror, is my hair correct? And boys are the same. The boys are identical in a different way, but they're identical. They're very self-conscious, and it's very important how you deal with them, how you treat them. If you yell at them all the time, you're not going to get their best. Yell at them when you have to, but then stop it and go on with life. Encourage them as much as possible. If they make a mistake, it's okay. Try to do it better the next time. Be always, in particular with this age group, always be positive. Try to limit the negatives, because the negatives really affect them. Excuse me for going on for this, but I come from this world, so I know it very well. It's a very critical stage in the development of a 15, 16, 17-year-old. They still don't know who they are. They don't know where they're going. They don't know how they're going to get there. Because it's part of their formation year. And they're trying to develop as people, and at the same time, we're trying to develop them as players. So we have to be very, very careful as to how do we handle them. And my strong suggestion would be very positive-oriented. Because at any moment, they could just say, the hell with you, and leave. And then we lost the player. We don't want that. We want to encourage them to be with us all the time, and even the bad ones, bring them along as well. Use them. I'm sorry, but this thing is very close to my heart, so I just thought I'd tell you that.
Thank you, man.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Yanis will continue the clinic with.
Thank you very much, László.